is running the blue one. He's got a 100-seat 2S pack. And Tommy has the orange, the red. Welcome back to Pilot Ryan Media. This is Ryan. We are at RC Fun Park in Granger, Indiana with two of the Losi quarter-scale Pro Moto dirt bike motorcycles. James Bell is running the blue one. He's got a 100-seat 2S pack. And Tommy has the orange, the red Losi motorcycle, and he's running a 30-seat pack. I call that out because you can actually see that as a difference. Eat dirt, Dad. That's what he says right there. We had a great time. And this is the first run on loose dirt for these guys. So they had experimented around on the pavement with the modes a little bit, and here they're kind of cycling through it and seeing what to expect out of the different modes. Of course, there is 3 different modes on the bike itself. Dirt mode allows the Pro Moto MX to pitch up enough without clipping the throttle for going up jumps, faces, and obstacles, but helps prevent wheelie overs by intuitively clipping the throttle output if the bike begins to pitch up too far. Street mode senses when the Pro Moto MX starts to pitch up and clips the throttle quickly, getting the front tire back on the ground to accelerate as much as possible. Wheelie control, let it rip. Wheelie control lets you hold wheelies on smooth surfaces all the way to top speed. Totally insane. So if you want to know where to get one, order through the link in the description or come into the RC Fun Park in Granger, Indiana. Now, it looks like the combo pack is the ones that are going to be available in July. The other red and blue versions are back ordered with no ETA. So if you want one, I'll put a link to the combo in the description. If you like this video, check out the rest of the channel and my other socials.
That's crazy. You guys do wheelie mode yet? Dang, James, that looks cool. Ah! Oh. Watch James do first. He's getting better. It looks good out here. Oh yeah. Yeah.
What up, y'all? How's it going? Doing well, I hope. Everybody holding up? What's going on? Talk to me, talk to me. Let's see. Good times. Working the stream. What is happening, everybody? Last minute getting it set up. Holy smokes. What up? What up? There's a gyro in it. There's technology as far as the technology goes. And then there's like physically a spinning mass in between the driver's feet. Links in the description. Check out the details, as well as I may unbox a thing here in a minute as well. Losi makes them. Yeah, guys, check them out. I mean, they hit the market hard, and they are very, very popular. Check out the link to the Losi dirt bike in the description. It'll take you right there to the website. If you're wanting to order one, go for the combo, because the blue and red ones are out. And the green ones have still yet to arrive, but they're still pre-order status instead of back order, so you can actually get one. And for like 40 more bucks or something, you get a battery and a charger. 2S EC5 style. They're so rad, dude. I guarantee you they'll have street bikes coming around the corner. I'd be very surprised if they don't, but they already do have tons of upgrades and different wheels already, different tires and stuff already. Do a roll call here in a second. Yeah. They're racing them at the fun park tonight. And check out that video. The last video I put out on Thursday, probably about 1 o'clock. It's doing really good. So check out my the rest of my YouTube channel, and you can see that video was my most recent upload. And it's a good time. Tommy and James, that was their first run on the loose dirt. Everybody seems to really be responding to seeing it on a track. And very hot release right now. So hot. New segment, new racing class. I mean, all over the country. Scotty Story in the house. Thank you for joining up the channel, dude. Thanks so much. Yeah, 17 inches tall, and that's a good size with the driver, right? It is, as is always the case, when you finally lay your eyes on it in real life, it's even more impressive. The suspension knocks me out. I mean, it's just too cool, dudes. Oh my gosh, too cool. And I don't know how I managed to resist the urge of dirtying up one, but I know how, because I only got 2 at the shop, and they sold in a like first day, and we didn't even tell anybody we had one left. And the next morning it was gone. But I got more coming, and so does everyone else. But if you want to get your pre-order on and you're not local to me, hit the link in the description, and you don't want to wait forever, get the green one. Go for the combo. And you can see in the video, really, there is a difference between 100C and like 30C performance. The blue bike, James's, he had a 100C pack in there, and it was obvious. Very, very cool. Scotty, they are 2S Spectrum 5000s with the IC5 connector, and you can fit if you have the balance lead, but G2 is the best way to go, because the room there's not a whole lot of room. So obviously the battery the combo comes with is what you want. A G2 5000 with IC5 fits perfect in it. It's so cool, dude. What's up, Kelly? Nice. Enjoy the boat, man. So we will backtrack and do a roll call. I'm going to start here at the end instead of rolling to the front, just so I don't have to miss a whole lot. Mike SSI, Scotty Story, $5.99 for the combo, $5.49 for the blue and red versions. Jeff in Lower Alabama, Scotty Story, Mike SSI, Victor RC Jets, Hanger 51, Jude, Just Enough RC, Ken Burr, Jeff in Lower Alabama, Kelly Klein, good to see you and Bree today. Lyndon, David Snyder, man, hope you're well. Mike Burr, John Graham, Boss, Mike Bird. Did I say that already? I get confused. I think there's a Ken Bird too, right? Mike Kennedy. Yeah, 2S power, and that's all you can put in them. They won't do 3. Just enough RC. Linden, Killer Plains, Jerry, nice. Snow River, Slap, Spencer, P51D fan, Eddie K. Good to see y'all. We all knew. I didn't drive it. Those are the boys's. That's Tommy and James's. I was good. I did not drive the product. Dad, what up? Jordan, what up? Snow River is always great to see you, man. A giant physical flywheel, old school gyro tech, along with some of the technology very much similar to what we see in SAFE, sensory assisted flight envelope technology. Tim Tobin, what up? I don't want to miss anybody. If I did, don't get sore because it happens. Don Willman, what up? Oh, P51D fan, without a doubt. More fun than the Evil Knievel bikes back in the 70s. Yeah. This is like imagine that bike if it could like talk to you. You know what I mean? And like be a little buddy. I mean, it's really wild to see those things go. And yeah, for the time, those were awesome. Yeah, racing's always a good time. So if you can get somebody else on it with you, that's always good. Dude, I can't believe I haven't driven one yet. I was busy though today. Licensed Evil Knievel Harley edition would be killer. And I think I'd be very surprised if there wasn't other bikes around the corner, but I think they did really well to go with the off-road style for the first step into this new, what I'd call a new segment, really. I mean, there's so many. I mean, there are other motorcycle RCs, but they just are not. They can't compete with this one. It's been a long time in development and all that, and the tech it's in it and the team behind it. This is very cool. P51D says, I did watch your Surface video. Thank you, man. That video was fun. I mean, really, it was their first run on that loose stuff. I missed it. I had to go pick up the dog when they ran their first battery through it on pavement. What's up, Rick James? Yeah, I can't wait till it settles down a little bit. I can't wait to get my hands on one, dude. Yeah. And Tommy and James have been running theirs a ton, and it's held up. It's held up just fine. Who wants or needs a RC dirt bike when you own real ones? Well, that makes sense. That makes sense too. I mean, we've got guys in here though that fly real jets, and they still do models, airplanes too. Some of them even make them out of pizza boxes, right, boys? The rest of us who don't. Yeah, David. Yeah, so that's what's up. That's what's up. I got an 11-year-old about to go to camp for 2 weeks, which drives me crazy. I'm going to miss him. He leaves in the morning. That's what we've been doing tonight, hanging out before tomorrow. Rick James did a maiden on the Viper 90 today. Plain as the bum. Big Jim says Evil Knievel definitely going to do that. Yeah. Yeah. Messing up big time on an RC bike hurts a lot less. Yes, sir. I redid the thumbnail on my Viper video, the one where I hit thrust reverse midair. Hopefully that helps a little bit. They're back in stock right now, you guys. The Viper 90s are back in stock. Did you know? Did you know? Come on. Back in stock. Let's see. I'm looking at I changed it. The old thumbnail sucked. That's a little better. YouTube face. The thumbnail I had before, it was me holding it, and it was like dark outside. I mean, it was just the worst. Anyway, what's up, Paul McNeil? Philip Cochran. Yeah, man. So I'm gonna be doing. I got some maidens I need to get done myself. The motorbikes are $599 in it for the combo and $549 for the not combo. If you're buying or flying, it's pilotryan.com for your toys. LOL, says Reitza. What up, Truth? Beach 18 is on a price reduction. There's a lot of stuff going on right now. I tell you, bless their hearts, the site for Horizon has been a challenge lately. So hang on tight with them. Some beard butter, says Chris Lefty. Yeah, it's real and it's groovy. I need to just cut it off, but I haven't got around to it. It makes the blows life give me just glance off a little better. D18. Yeah, they do have a sale going on. Christmas in July. I put it on promotion this today or yesterday. You can get it through my Instagram stories. You can get it on my Facebook. The RC Pilots Lounge Facebook group, which kind of really is a supplement to this channel, but more really the live stream. So many of you post up what you're doing on a daily basis there, which is killer. Lots of great content on that group. And yeah, we're an airplane channel for the most part, but man, you know what? I love RC, so we can't miss out talking about that bike a little bit. Dude, it's so cool. I really am so proud of myself for not getting one dirty myself. If I were to have received more than two, I definitely would have. Built-in windsock, yeah. Exactly. Dude, I still can't get over your avatar, Felix the cat with the bomb, dude. That's old, like World War II Wildcat kind of stuff, isn't it? Love it. Big Jim RC says Reitza is a Radio Master fanboy. True. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Believe it. I know, Eddie. All week long. What's up, Rogers RC Aviation? Yeah, all week long. It's been crazy. Whether you're a consumer or a retailer, it's been nuts. And I've talked to about 6 different people. 5. 5 or 6 different folks over there. And yeah, it doesn't matter what department you're in, unless you're like content creator, you're got some work to do. What's up, Axel? Mountain RC says hello to everybody. Viper 90 video was very scary but cool. Did you put one out? Or are you talking about mine, bro? It was scary. All of a sudden I shut up, if you're talking about that one. All of a sudden I got quiet when because I didn't know what happened at first. Nuts. Smash the like, y'all. All that good stuff. Feed that algo. Philip says sounds like he doesn't like Traxxas. Everybody's got their reasons. Your video. Okay. Yeah, thank you, man. I apologize for the audio, but the video is good. And then we brought on our buddy Air Marshal at the end to show us how to not do that. So yeah, I have there's a code, Pilot Ryan Media. There's a link in the description to the FMS website. And if you use Pilot Ryan Media as a code at checkout, you can save 10%. They have some Avantis as well. And a lot of other things going on. What's up, Carlos Campos? I see someone with that same last name on Facebook from time to time. Is that you or somebody you know? Philip, I hear you, man. It's smart for them, but I mean, I always wanted to try their stuff out, and now I'm able to, which is pretty awesome. To be honest with you, because I wasn't able to before. So let me see. I'm going to try something real quick that I haven't done before. There's a link right there also that gets you to that may be the better way to go. I think that may be the way it works, where you use this link that I just put in the chat. Because I'm not exactly sure how that works at checkout. My assumption is that you can just type in Pilot Ryan Media like a code at checkout, but this will definitely work as well, as long as it's some kind of every now and then there are exclusions, I suppose, on items. Yeah, Philip, I hear you. I hear you. Yeah, sure, Carlos. Awesome. Nice to see everybody in here rocking 66, folks. Let's go. So I'm not really set up here to do it like I was in the garage, but I think, let me ask you guys a question. You guys want to see a little unboxing tonight? What's up, John A? I sometimes, it's hilarious. I feel like there's a lot of times folks will pop in And it's like we've known each other for years, but I don't recognize the name, John A. Have you been around the channel for a while? I tell you what, we got a lot of new subscribers lately. Is one thing. Yeah, Rick James, the FMS, the Red Tail, the 1450 or the 17 hundo. Hell yeah, they say. Always. I don't have a bike here, bro. I've been saying for 20 minutes. I'm proud of myself for not grabbing one from inventory, being a grown up. It's Lewis Campos Snow River. Yeah, you're right. That's the name I recognize. John A bought enough crawlers from me. Okay. You're local? John A. Well, welcome, man. Great to see you. Unbox. All right, then. B25, John Graham. It's going to happen. It's going to happen, John. And I hope you guys, awesome, John A. John Graham, B25, yeah. I think it's middle to end of July. We have a supporter, and we've done some of this before. My buddy, early on, Mike Kennedy would have me and Captain Mike work planes up and then ship them off to him. So we have something like that going on. Oh, yeah, of course. How did I not ring the bell? John, I got you, man. Yeah, I know exactly who it is. Good to have you, man. Good to have you. It's about damn time. What's up? I'll be there tomorrow. Probably by myself. I know Teresa's not going to be in, and neither is Corey. So I'll be in there tomorrow. Maybe by myself. Monday I will be for sure. And there by myself. And I got a ton of stuff coming in. This week has been an absolute mess with getting stuff in. We ordered a bunch of stuff up on Monday, hoping to get it in this week before the weekend, and it didn't make it. So filling them shelves back up. You know what I mean? We've had a couple good weeks, and I'm sitting there pretty lean, waiting on stuff to come in. It can't come fast enough. John Graham, it's not my B25 though. You'll have to tell me if it's okay to say so, sponsor. UBRC drag racing and Elkhart tomorrow. Nice. Nice. I think it was yesterday or day before, the 3 drag slashes, boom, sold in one lump. One lump. All right, these guys want an unboxing. So if you want an unboxing, light up the chat with emojis and super chats. I'm kidding. Kind of. Guess what it's going to be? That's what I was going to say. Guess what it's going to be? What are we unboxing? It's been a while, I got to tell you. And if there's yeah, it was actually really awesome. So Mike Kennedy did that a few times, man, where he would get a plane, he'd buy it through the links, send it to us, especially the ones that I'm not able to really get, right? Like I don't have any arrangements. Tell me in a text, mister, if it's okay. because I don't want to do it if you don't want to. But I will put you on blast if it's okay. So you got to tell me in text though, Mister Man. Nick Sticks. What about it? Check out my website. You can see it. So the unboxing is not Nick Sticks. It is a product from FMS, as a matter of fact. So what do you think it is? The Shadow Nose. All right. A reboxing? That's too bad. So yeah, John Graham, the B25 is totally happening. And the sponsor of those videos is our buddy right here in the chat, Big Jim. Big Jim's is our buddy. So when we are done doing videos of the B25 from Big Jim RC, then we're gonna get it shipped off to him. Kenny, nope, close. It's a radio. No. Definitely looks like a box. Victor, you're sharp as a tack. John Graham says, thanks, Big Jim. I say thank you as well, because I wouldn't get a chance to do some of that stuff. And I've missed some cool ones. That Cougar still looks amazing to me. It takes a village, right? And it's y'all's fault. A foamy, yes. The Rafale, 64 millimeter style. David Snyder, it looks like it is, man. It looks like it is. I bet there's glue to it. That's why I'm not sure I can get it together. But I got a 10% off code I put in the chat. And if you're into it, check it out. Same thing with the website, right? My pilotRyanMedia.com. You can click the FMS logo and go right there. And if y'all make some noise, who knows? Maybe they'll send me some stuff again. You know what's little 64 millimeter Rafale? I like the big Rafale, so I think this thing's going to be great. And I've seen some of our other some other channels have a good time with it. Oh, sweet, Mountain RC. Nice. Did you go through? Where'd you go through, Mountain RC? Which site? Was it FMS? I've been wanting to see this one. Mike Bird, it looks really good for high alpha, dude. Man, that's nice. Sick. Yeah, I got a lot of maiden flights to get done. And I want to take the beach back out because I never... The vertical stab and the canards. I can hardly wait to get this one built. Ha. I got to give Captain Mike the credit for that canardly. What's up, Jeremy? Does it come with glue? 90 millimeter yak. There used to be one, and it was awesome. Rafale 64 millimeter. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Let's see. Ryan made it funny. Better than making a runny. You know what I'm saying? Huh? Need a FMS 90. There you go. Without a Leatherman tool. I use keys, man. Nice. This is going to be fun. So it's 4S, right? Is that right, y'all? 4S. It's got the preparations for ordnance. This light is too bright or too close or something. Hold on, y'all. This is too hard. There it is. You can see it there. I like it. Has anybody ever used a Leatherman tool on leather? 4S 2200? Awesome. I got a bunch. I think once I'm done with the Maiden, it's going to be hard for me to want to fly it with the wheels. A fun 3 minutes. That's what's up. Man, it's impressive looking. I don't know what. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding? Is that suspension for real, dude? It is. That's crazy. Guys, this little 64 millimeter jet has suspension on the nose strut. Get out of town. I'm surprised by that. That is cool. Ha ha. Mountain RC moved his battery back. Jeremy Maiden without wheels flies better gear off. Makes sense. But man, suspension? Come on, that's cool. Suspension is always cool, bros. Always. Jude, you're not lying. That is dope. I got the big Rafale still. I love it. I love it. Spar. Nope, not retractable. Not on a little 64, but man, this looks really good for a 64. So you glue in the vertical stab. Looks good. The rudder actually turns. It's not a dummy rudder like it is sometimes on 64s. Nice. I think we can mock this up, to be honest. Nose cone clicks in, and it's got a plastic tip. Jeremy thinks this is going to be my favorite 64 after I fly it. That's interesting. Right now, I would say my favorite 64 is an ordnance and everything. I don't think this is a very expensive model either. Right now, my favorite 64 is the T7. Hey, you guys are liking this. They're pushing it hard too, and they I asked for that code so y'all that wanted to click through could save a little, and then they asked me if I wanted to do this, and I was like, yes. Big Jim says best flying plane ever. I know where he's going with that. Was that a program cable for like the reflex gyro or something? Or did I get a free gift? There's my refueling nozzle, some screws. The canards glue in and do not move. Not necessary. Cool. It's fine. Keep it simple. Digging it. So the nose strut is the only one that the suspension actually works. That's cool though. These look pretty good for fixed. You know what I mean? Nice. Dude, it's a good size 64 too. All right. Bro. Holy smokes, man. Some more business. Bro, this is nice. This is going to be fun, dude. And honestly, I think I'm going to actually be able to fly this in a smaller space and feel good about it. And that presses on. Ha! Check that out. 64 millimeter bifurcated ducts in the house, and you don't stop. We're mocking it up. I don't even care. I don't care if you don't want me to. Show you how great of a night flyer it is. USB-C for the reflex. Is it good to go by default, or you have to do stuff? Curious. I'm telling you what, y'all. Look, I'm going to hook it up. There's the servo leads. Good to go. Don't change anything. What's up, Randy? Sick. All right, man. Look it. I'm going to plug it in. I told you I'm not in a spot for really doing builds right now, but we'll mock it up and then I'll show you. Brown to brown. Downtown. Spencer's just glad it's an airplane today, bro. That's all I'm saying. Just bore hogging it a little bit. Don't do any mixing. What's up, Paul Ballard? Yeah, I'll just go with the default and see what's up first. Dude, I like the Rafale a lot. So a little lightweight one is cool. And they had one back in the day, didn't they? And it was like EPS, I think. So this one should be even better. EPO. XT60. Yep, XT60. 4S. This is going to be cool. This is going to be cool. This is going to be cool. 72 folks. Give it a like, y'all. If you haven't. Slappy is happy it's not grandma's jet. Say what? So make sure you get the polarity wrong. RF is killing us softly. What, radio frequencies? Uh-oh, that pen doesn't look happy. Uh-oh, that pen doesn't look happy. Let me fix that. There we go. Yikes. Got to make sure your stuff's good, y'all. Yeah, this looks cool. Looks cool. Plug it in, plug it in. Ryan can't have new things. Not as far as vehicles go, that's for sure. HU16. Make sure your wires are not pinched. Oh, man. Jeremy says Rafales are little in real life. Where can I buy a good EC5 to EC5 adapter? Twin City. EC5 to... Why would you need an EC5 to EC5? Do you mean EC5 to EC3? I mean, honestly, I'd go to Horizon Hobby and look. Nah, don't go to Amazon, man. You'll get, who knows what you're going to get. Link in the description to Horizon Hobby, or go to pilotryanmedia.com and then click right through to Horizon Hobby. You know it's going to be right, and get you the direction you need. I'm going to mock this up, but I'm not going to glue it right now. Hanger 51. I mean, if you want the telemetry still, you want to get an adapter that's got that extra wire. If you're not worried about it, then... Randy, no, they did not. I resited the whole place. I resited the whole sunroom, so they can't come back. I'm going to plug this in just because I don't want to lose the lead down in the plane and have to dig it out. So bear with me a sec. But if you... Why would you need an IC5 to IC5 adapter unless you were just trying to get the length? You know what I'm saying? Because if it's already IC5, why do you need to adapt to IC5? I just can't understand it. But what do I know? So this is how we do it. Just the length. It makes total sense then. How long do you need it? Because if you need it longer than 6 inches, you probably should look somewhere else or be prepared to make one, I think. Extension. I get it. That's the only reason. Bro, this is going to be great. This is going to be sick. Hold on. Let's mock up the canards. Oh, I love the paint scheme as well. Nice. Is that right? No, they go down? Certainly. No, they go flat. If I will fly it with the reflex if I don't have any problem with the reflex. If I have any problem with it at all, or I don't feel like I understand it, I'll probably just throw Spectrum in it because I know Spectrum very well. Bro, that is sick. Eddie K, that's a better question. Can you move the ESC to make up the length difference? Because it's less than ideal, I think, to have long battery leads, but it's also less than ideal to have long ESC leads. There's a thing called ripple current, but light as a feather, up further. Horizon has it. XT90 fits into an IC5. Yeah, but not very good. Bro, this is going to be cool. This is going to be cool. I tell you, I love the yellow one I got, the big one, the 80. So sick. Sick. I love it already. Best plane ever, right, dudes? That is awesome looking. Can it sit behind me? Yeah. Oh, man. Y'all can see that reflection of the ring light. Hand launcher. Yes, sir. Bro. That's awesome. Man, that is an easy build. Yeah, if this flies like the other one, it's going to be fantastic. And like lighter. I mean, how cool. Look at that. There we go. We'll take it. Nice. Tons of ordnance too. Sick. I just got here. What's going on? Pretty cool for a 64. It's really detailed with a lot of kit. Very nice. A cable that actually will work for me for other things as well. You got your refueling probe, some really good looking ordnance. I love that it doesn't fly heavy. Good, Jeremy. I mean, the Rafale, it's been around for a minute. It's not brand new. Back in the day, they had an EPS version. This EPO version would be newer, but I don't think it's brand new. But it's pretty sick, man, for a 64. What's the price point on this thing? I actually, where's my mouse? Philip says he can get it in. Thank you, whoever just bought stuff at FMS, by the way. Philip says he can get one in Canada. Nice. Grandpa Gary in the house. Just got done flying the Ultra Stick. Great time. Man, I got one of those I got to fly, and the boys haven't brought it back to me yet, man. Nick and Bradley took it home with them from Alabama, and I took a big plane home for them. And I still don't have, I think they have my Ultrix, and I know they have the Ultra Stick. $199 on this Rafale. That's not bad. It does have ball links, Axel. Yeah. 64 millimeter 2200 4S comes with a reflex. I mean, hit the Nats in Muncie today, says Craig. Got to speak with Chris. Oh, man. Was he there? Dude, that B58 is amazing. Amazing. Wild Bill fixing the house. Oh no. Fixing the hose. I read that it's a different mold than the old FMS version. Jetman, I bet it is a different mode. I would agree that it is. I'm not sure if the old EPS molds are able to be used for EPO. I have no idea about that, but this looks so up to date, and that the EPS one's been out for a while, and it did not look near as good as this one. Captain Mike had one of the old Rafales, and I was underwhelmed by it. It might have even been was it a 64? It might have not even been a 64. So yeah. Man, that B58, Craig, is gorgeous. That's good to know, Jetman. Yeah, I bet that's right. Rick James just bought the Red Tail 1700 from FMS. Was that you? Somebody just bought something. Nice. Were you able to use the code? Did you save any? That's what I want to know, to be honest. What's up, Chris Hall? Good to see names I don't recognize in here and names I haven't seen for a while. Great to see you. Man, guys, I'm sorry I can't keep up. We got 76 in here. Jeff Adams flew his Ultrix tonight. Very cool. Enrique, what's going on? Can't fly it off the grass. AMA strikes again. Bunch of guys there. Many very nice models. Mountain RC. Yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah, David Snyder, I'm hooked up with FMS now too. So you can get the Rafale through the FMS website link in the description right here. Mountain RC, having the rudder on the Rafale 64 is what makes it the best 64 in his opinion. Nice. I like it when they have rudders, especially something you're going to high alpha around. I mean, come on. How can you not? How can you not? Just taking a peek. Nice. That's a good price, bro. Did they let you use the code? It looks like it. That's sick, dude. That's a heck of a price for that 1700, bro. That's awesome. Sick. Thank you for doing that. Neato. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I got some other stuff too. Did you guys see the remote? Don't. I'm not even trying to go there, dude, tonight. Know your Joe. I don't know why your messages are graying out. I do have other codes, Rick James. Did you grab it out of the chat? I think you did, didn't you? Or did you grab it from the description and then type in? I'm trying to figure out how their stuff works, so I'm sorry, guys. Bear with me. Did you punch in Pilot Ryan Media at checkout, or did you click the link that I put in the chat? Let me know, Rick James. Just refresh the page. Oh, Mountain RC. I'm going to try to make one soon. What's up, SoCal? Yeah, I don't want to talk about that stuff right now. From the chat. Okay. So that means I'm going to put in I will go ahead and drop in the other ones too then. So grab them anybody who's interested for the specific with the code in it already, take it from here. Take it from the chat. So let me put in, and some of them, there's some, I don't know what the stipulations are, but you have to figure that one out, I guess. So let's go. I'm just going to put all 3 in right now. So that one is, that's a $10 off that I just put in. The second one is a 10% off. The one that says Pilot Ryan Media. And then, and I don't know how many times they'll let you use them or any of that. And then there's a, it says 10 in the code. I don't know why they did that, but that's a 5%er. So the first one right here is $10 off. That one is 10%. And that one is 5%. So they're right here in the chat, and I will also put them in the description after this video is all done. So anybody watching this on the replay can get in there and do that too. And you can also, I think, just use the Pilot Ryan Media code, like type it in. Like any of these codes you see, like the FMS 10NR, you can use as a code at checkout. Same thing. Yep, Pilot Ryan Media, you can use, I believe, just as a code in the box at checkout as well. And it lets you know that it works. So Rick says that when he made his purchase, this is what came up. And that's because you all, if you click through these links that I put in the live chat, that's what it's going to do. And again, if you type it in, I think you're okay too. But yeah, glad to have that going now too. And yes, I want to get the Rafale up, and I've got some other things I can't wait to get up from Horizon too that I've been dragging my feet on. There's some cool deals going on with the F-14 where you get a free 2200 4S pack, the E-Flight F-14. So definitely worth looking at that. And so when I do the Rafale, it's going to probably, I'll be doing that jet that day as well. So I just got to schedule it out with Brandon or my buddy Qua, who does the camera stuff with me. Thanks so much, Rick. Any links that say free playing? Yeah, right. Tons of them, dude. You talking about the Hustler? The airfoil on the wing, man, can't see that from the vids of it. Love to have a model of one. The Hustler? Dude, that's such a great project. I watched his video the other day, and they didn't even get it off the ground. Like the wheels were coming off and stuff. But what a great video. And what a beautiful model he made. What a beautiful model. Gary, you asked a question, and I don't think I got it. How do you feel about the newer 3S Ultra Micro planes? They fly so good. I really enjoy them. I like, I've been having more fun with the micros lately than I have for a long time. And I think partly it's because the fact that they've got the power and they are 3S, but I also enjoy the 2S and 1S ones. But the Air Tractor and the Timber, the new Timber micros, fantastic. I like the Pitts one a lot. And I really like, I know guys don't because of the power system, but I really like the little Twin Otter. I like the little Twin Otter better than their 3S, the bigger one, to be honest. What you talking about, boss? $60 off? You fitting to drop $600? Yeah, you get 60 off with that 10% code. Know your Joe. Is the pits in the sale? Nice. Citation. The Voodoo is quick and so quiet, man. Mine is like stealth mode. Rogers likes the Twin Otter, the big or little one. I think you have the micro, don't you? Why do you believe the ultra micro line is not more popular? I would be surprised if you told me it wasn't popular. I feel like the ultra micros are popular, and part of that's on price point. I think if my job was to figure out how to make the ultra micros more popular, I would say, think of it this way, guys. As far as the micros go, the only one available as a ready to fly is the Sport Cub S, the blue and white one. Right? Am I right? The little ones are the ones that beginners and people who are new to the hobby actually feel more comfortable because of the price. And even though they're wrong about small, most people, before they know bigger flies better, we know this, right? But before you know that, you would assume that little was better. And little is better as far as a gambling perspective. If you think about the risk of taking these things up into the air, it's a smaller investment, it's a smaller chance, it's a lower price point. So if you do crash it, you're out less, but also when they don't weigh much, there's less damage also. So ultra micros are amazing. If they wanted to make them more popular, I would say make more of them ready to fly. John Graham, dude, that's a great plane too. That is a very good 4S plane. Very good. It's almost fast enough you feel like it's running on 6S. That's a good. I want another one, to be honest. Hopefully this works out good for me, guys. It'd be great to get back in their good graces again, and it'd be great to have. Back when I was doing it before for them, there was no affiliate deal, and so clicks and conversions speak volumes. So if it works, then I'm liable to get to do some more of it again. The issue with grass at Site 4 is keeping cars and cars off the runway. Itchy trigger finger, says John Graham. Randy says he loves his Ultra Micro Turbo Timber night flying full flaps fun. You have the original one, don't you? Or did you get one of the new ones? Both are amazing. The original one is lighter on the wing loading and will fly even slower than the new one. So both are really good. Do you use the slats on the leading edge, Randy? I've never done it on them. I don't think I've ever put it on them, but I've always wondered how it goes. But since you have to glue them on, I never want to put them on. Yeah. The old one. Yeah, Randy. That's a great one. And our buddy Nate was talking about those the other day, and he prefers the original to the new one. I still think, I mean, they're both great. But yeah, the old one's fantastic. I mean, the reason we're all flying, I mean, that old one was so popular, they made another one. I mean, that's kind of the thing about those. Indoor flights, says Dadu64, the Night Vapor. Never put them on, the slat, said Randy. Ultra Micro Night Vapor and Cub for indoor flights. Nice. Roger said he put on the slats and makes inverted significantly more difficult. Yes, it would. And that's another thing. It's like if you put them on, it's for slow flight only, you know? Yeah, Dad. They fit in the box for storage and travel. Very good. Yep. And you can stack them, all kinds of stuff. J Huff, yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. They should offer a cheap radio option for the Ultra Micro line. Yeah, man. I mean, I get how they can't put a DXS in it, but the radio that comes with the Hobby Zone, I mean, it'd be nice if they could increase the range a little bit on the radio for like the Sport Cub S or something, where you could fly it in faster, get away from your quick micros, maybe. Because a DXS, of course, is too much radio to give away kind of free in the box, you know? But man, I think literally if it was my job to increase sales on ultra micros, I would say maybe not the fast ones that, you know, a new person is going to crash, but there are so many ultra micros that fly so well and easy and kind of slow and light that you could easily have a radio come with it and increase the sales. Thank you to whoever just did that at FMS. Lyndon Stewart, if you're subscribed to me on YouTube, you're gonna know, man. As soon as I get, Randy said he's had his for 3 years. Yeah, that's a good one. $12 mile an hour with full flaps for the 1.5 turbo timber evolution is pretty slow. Yes, it is. Nice. What'd you do, Big Jim? You get this little Rafale, dude? Is that what you did, dog? Was that you? I think it was. You got the little Rafale. Nice. Congrats. And I don't think it's shipping from overseas. So Eric says he has the slats on the original timber, makes a great slow flyer. Yeah, 100% the point for those. I got to try it, man. Nice, Jim. Thanks. That's killer. Nice. Guys, look, I'm going to play this video while I go get another drink. I'll be right back. We've been on for an hour 15. We'll go for an hour and a half or so. Oh, it's not going to let me play it unless I got it. The beginning's so good, though, with the slow-mos, dudes. I'm backing it up. I'm back. Welcome back to Pilot Ryan Media. This is Ryan. We are at RC Fun Park in Granger, Indiana, with 2 of the Losi quarter-scale Pro Moto dirt bike motorcycles. James Bell is running the blue one. He's got a 100C 2S pack. And Tommy has the orange, the red Losi motorcycle, and he's running a 30C pack. I call that out because you can actually see that as a difference. Eat dirt, Dad. That's what he says right there. We had a great time. And this is the first run on loose dirt for these guys. So they had experimented around on the pavement with the modes a little bit, and here they're kind of cycling through it and seeing what to expect out of the different modes. Of course, there is 3 different modes on the bike itself. Dirt mode allows the Pro Moto MX to pitch up enough without clipping the throttle for going up jumps, faces, and obstacles, but helps prevent wheelie overs by intuitively clipping the throttle output if the bike begins to pitch up too far. Street mode senses when the Pro Moto MX starts to pitch up and clips the throttle quickly, getting the front tire back on the ground to accelerate as much as possible.
This dude's good.
Wheelie control, let it rip. Wheelie control lets you hold wheelies on smooth surfaces all the way to top speed. Totally insane. So if you want to know where to get one, order through the link in the description or come into the RC Fun Park in Granger, Indiana. Now, it looks like the combo pack is the one. Bro, just so cool. I mean, come on. I thought I'd put something on to take a break. That thing is rad, dude. So cool. That cat makes a video, doesn't he? Man. So fun. Wheelie mode, slow-mo. That's my next thing. In the dirt, throwing rooster tails. That's what I'm talking about. Big Jim, appreciate that, man. It worked, dog. It's nice having that confidence, too. Thanks, you guys. Know Your Joe, $5.99 for the combo pack. Yep. $5.99. Go triple time. And that's the first ones that's going to be available because the blue and red ones sold out already. The green ones are still in back order, which means if you order, you'll still get first batch. Paul Ballard says you're going to like that Rafale. The Ultra Micro Ultrix. No, I need to try it. I got one, and I think my I got to retry it. I got to bind it up again and try it. I can't see my live right now. Because I want to see if I did it right. Oh, there I am.
See my live right now.
Stop.
Because I want to see.
Pause. So weird. Sometimes seeing yourself. Let's see more. So the link in the description is to the Losi dirt bike, the blue and red ones, but I mean, it'll take you right there anyway. And then just go for the combo, the green one. That one rider pop his neck. That's the only thing I'm saying. It's like I want to spray neck support. You know what I was thinking about the neck and the head is some of that great stuff foam just to stiffen it up and keep it light just a little bit. Top Race Ultra Micros. Never heard of them. Top RC, is that what you mean? Yeah, shorts would be cool. I mean, they'll definitely get the views. My short didn't really do that great, but the video was popping. I got about 7,000 views, and I just put it out Thursday afternoon. I think it was Thursday afternoon, and it's doing good. That video is done. I'll tell you, guys. I mean, guys, this is what I do. So it matters to me. It's kind of fun. I'll tell you if you guys care. Analytically, some of you guys have our YouTube channels and stuff, and so you'll get a kick out of this. So they rank you on your past performance, and I'm 1 out of 10 on past performance on this dirt bike video. It's analytically crushing. It's got 5,400 more views than usual. 6,838 views. 355 watch time hours. 31 subscribers off of that thing. I mean, nuts. And it's hitting in the right places. Recommendations, browse, these kind of like not necessarily your own subs, right? So like YouTube search, it's coming up in search and recommended, which is great. And even the subscriptions feed, it's higher than normal. So that's pretty cool. Snow River, thank you. You shared that all over. Nice. Philip, I will totally do a follow-up. I wanted to film them again tonight because I knew the guys were racing them, but I wanted to get home and spend the evening with my boy who's about to be gone for 2 weeks. I'm going to miss him. He's 11, man. I mean, it's the longest he's ever been away, and I kind of hate it, but is what it is, I guess. I hate it a lot. I don't even want to think about it, to be honest. Do people buy backups of their favorite RC planes or just get something? That's a great question. Know your Joe. Do people buy backups of their favorite RC planes or just get something else when it is time? I'm going to say yes and yes. What do you guys say in the chat, Axel? Thank you for that. This is the best live stream. Thank you, Axel. So let's answer. Everybody chime in on this. Know your Joe. Let's see. What are you guys thinking? And if you guys bought a backup, let's say what you bought a backup of. And if you would rather just spend it on something new to try, let's say that. And yes, before we get too far, I'll have other opportunities to film those bikes. And I haven't even driven one yet. So yeah. And my kid, there's only one of them. So, I mean, there's only one him. I've got other kids, but there's only one of him. And as soon as they came home today from the pool stuff they were doing, I boogied out of the shop to hang out. Let's see. So P51D fan says he bought a backup Viper 90 through the link in the Discro. Hanger 51 buys a lot of backups, he says. Snow River says Paul buys 3 of everything. True. I can attest to that. Big Jim has to buy copies of several because he lets me fly him first. And so with that being the case, sometimes you need a backup. John says, I make sure there's extra parts for the planes that I like. If I really like it, I'll buy a new one. Yeah, definitely the parts that you're gonna maybe need or nice to have on hand. And if they're parts that other people are gonna need too, you should buy them when you have the chance, like retracts and nose cones and stuff like that. When they're in props, like when they're in stock, it's nice to have backups because otherwise, if it's your favorite, it may put you out for a few months before you can get back in it. Boss has backups. Let's see. This is a great question. You guys got any more great questions? We'll let them rip. So Tim says he does both. Mike Bird does both. Yes and yes. No. They replace them and pull the parts. That happens too. Backup version 3 FMS Avanti Axel has. Boss has several backups. Let's see. I have a banged up 80 millimeter F16 that I use as part supply. Got to be tight about it. Looks like can't afford to buy 2 of everything. I would have to save up. So I'd probably buy something different. Totally makes sense too. It kind of depends where you're at in your journey too, a little bit. Like I remember when I was new in the hobby and I was learning, it broke my heart to think about spending the money on the same thing when I wanted to try so many of the things that were out. So like now it's even hard for me to still do that. Like, I loved my E-Flight 1.5 Mustang, and it went down in a blaze of glory in a midair crash with a Focke-Wulf, so fitting. I want to still have that plane, but like Madhouse 740, I'm kind of like, maybe I should try the 1700 Mustang I've always wanted to try, though, instead. Because the 1.5 is awesome, but I always want to try the 1.7. But I feel like the 1.7 ain't going to be fast enough to thrill me. But it's like, you know what? If it's lighter on the wing loading, maybe I can make it faster and it'll be cool. Don't know. I get you, y'all. I get you. I got a backup of original Ultra Micro Timber and the Ultrix. Glad he did. Appreciate that, P51D fan. Feel you, Ryan. My daughter's in Italy on a 2-week school trip. Yeah, man. Tu sei la più bella ragazza del mondo. Hey? Yeah, it's hard. How old is she? There you go. You all, this is a great question, Know Your Joe. I have a backup of HSD Cessna and P47. Jim's got a backup of the Carbon Cub E-Flight P51D ×3. Pops, I have had 4 planes that I have had multiples of. Yeah. That's right. Keep them going. Get free shipping. It's kind of random, but okay. Let's see. I do both. Ultra Micro Timbers have been a constant upgrade. Man, this is a good one. I bought a backup E-Flight Commander because they fly so good. Yeah. Ha. Tower Hobby Old Hellcat still in a box in garage. I did a magazine article and a video on one of those forever ago. Flew really good. I saw one the other day. Let's see. Randy says I tend to slow down on flying my models that are discontinued. Yeah, it makes sense too. I get it. Let's see. Dadu says backup Commander and Ranger 1800. That 1800 is nice, isn't it? A lot like a Cessna, isn't it? Know Your Joe asked which Commander, the blue one or the red one? OG or the blue one? Let's see. P51D. Jason Merkel from Horizon said they were working hard to improve parts availability from suppliers. They recognize they have parts issues. Good. Snow says if he destroys a plane before he learns to fly, I usually buy another of the same model. Yeah. You know what? I agree with that too. There are some models that I didn't feel like I owned them good enough. And if I lost them, if I didn't buy them again, I wanted to, because it's like it leaves a bad taste in your mouth. And it's like, I want to go back to that plane because I want to sort it. I want to figure it out. I want to own that thing, you know? I can feel that. Mountain RC says the 4S blue one, the new one. Nice. I want to try them all too, man. Eric Tennant says he always has props, adapters, and spinners on hands. Good. Let's see. Jim says, I thought a good backup was Surface, but they break too. Dave Moyer, 4 Ultra Micro Beasts and 3. Wow. Ultra Micro Habu. Nice. Yeah, that's cool. You guys, we're hardcore. You know it. We're into it. Yeah, I feel that one too. Philip says he's selling some of his backups to get others of a different type. Makes sense. Rogers RC Aviation says he just orders a pizza and builds another one out of the box. He didn't say that. But, 16. Oh, yeah, John, that's tough. When they're that's still little. You know what I mean? They're always our babies, right? But yeah, that's still little, especially if they hadn't been away. I mean, I don't even know what it's like to have one that's been really away from home um, for long. They're little. Jordan, so many STL files out there for parts. Rather just buy a new bird. Yeah, man. Zoom, there it is. There's the link from Spencer, y'all. Hanger 51's working on something. RC rolling in the house. What up, dude? What's up, man? Dadu's got the Blue Commander as well. Boss doesn't fly his Hellcat much because he can't replace it. Which one you got, man? The Tower one or the FMS one? Or something else? Another question for you, Ryan. How many times have you repaired your favorite plane before you threw it away? There was a time where I fixed them a lot. Man, that's a tough one. The fixes I do now are very minor or not at all. Basically, I will fix them until I think they're crooked. You know, like especially a jet, right? Like I survived the thrust reverse on that E-Flight Viper 90, but then I slow flight crashed it and completely lost the fuse, right? So I did a transplant. And man, I mean, I'm not sure you could even get another one at the time. They were kind of newish still, and it's been a heck of a plane, so it's hard to. I mean, they're just now, I think, back in stock. The Viper 90s, where they've actually stayed in stock for more than 5 minutes. And I don't think I could have replaced it with a second one at the time if I wanted to. So I got a fuselage on that Viper. I will always, long story short, what I'm trying to say is like there's some planes I'm going to always have. So as long as I need to fix the Viper 90, I'll fix it. If I mess it up if the wings get messed up at this point, I probably, what would always happen to me before is if, let's say I got my Viper 90 right now and it's got a new fuselage. It's been through heck. It's been around. And the boys who transported it for me really screwed it up pretty good. It's got hanger rash all over it, but it's fine. If I got the wings screwed up, though, right now, I would want to get a new one. And normally, back in the day, when I had more, it's funny, I had more money for this stuff before I was doing it full time. Go figure. So back in the day, I would have just ordered another one, but I still would have got new wings. So I would have I'd have fixed the original eventually, and either felt guilty and sold the new one off because I'm like, this isn't so bad, or I'd rock the new one, and then sell the fix. But I'd never keep them both. You know what I mean? If I had one working, one good, I'd usually be good with that. Michael Bear, still liking I'm sure I've missed a lot of stuff. Let's see. Michael Bear, still liking the Ultra Micro Air Tractor, Ryan? Yeah. Looking for a complement airplane to my Ultra Micro Timber. I fly from the front yard. Heavily wooded and tight. Bro, the pits, man. That little biplane, I think it's going to fly slower. You know what I mean? And Wild Bill's right too. Listen, I think the Air Tractor is awesome, but if you want to go slow, I mean, the Air Tractor is good. You can handle it. It's fine. And it's awesome. And it's got a really good landing gear and stuff. But that Ultra Micro Twin Otter, Wild Bill's right. That's pretty slick. And it's pretty light. And it's a twin, Ultra Micro. There's nothing like that. Right? So that's a really good choice. For keeping it light, I'd have to say the Pitts and the Twin Otter. The Air Tractor is cool. But like if it's a small spot you're worried about, I would be looking at that Ultra Micro Twin Otter and the Pitts. I get attached to stuff too. Mountain RC. Let's see. What's up, Anthony? Good to see you, man. So I probably didn't really answer that question very good. I have done a lot of repairs on planes. It's been a while though. Me and Dad used to fix them all the time though. I mean, we were crashing every time we went out at the beginning. You know, learned a lot though that way. Back then, I'd fix them till I just couldn't anymore. But Dad, it was the same deal. You know, it was like those GWS foamy kits. I'd just beat the crap out of it till I couldn't anymore, and then I'd replace the fuselage and rock the old wings, you know. Let's see. Old Spitfire, been gluing it back together for years. Honestly, a terrible flying plane. The yeah. A lot of those Ultra Micros are really great, but some of them I feel like do kind of want some open space. The Twin Otter's cool, man. It's a trike, bro. You know, it's good. And the Pitts, man, I mean, biplane, that's super slow. That's awesome. And you can really huck it about. Snow River's got it down. He's like at 169, get them all. Collect them all. Man, how slow does the Ultra Micro Pitts fly? I thought it would be more of a handful. You know, as long as the Pitts isn't super heavy on the wing loading, they are very, very well behaved and gentle. I have flown the Micro Pitts a bunch and that big FMS one and am blown away by them. I have not flown the 38-inch wingspan E-Flight one. And my opinion, not based on experience, really just observation, is that one would actually be a little trickier to fly than the Micro and a little trickier to fly than the big one due to its wing loading. And I've seen gasser ones that were heavier, right, be a little bit more of a handful and a little more spunky. Before I was familiar with the Pitts, you look at it and you know it's a stunt plane and you're like, man, this is going to be a handful. But it is not a handful. I don't know if you're on Instagram, but if you scroll back through my Instagram reels, my Instagram's got about 35,000 followers, guys. It's pretty okay. Scroll through it and watch some of the pit stuff that I have on there. And definitely they're epic because they're slow-mo and stuff. And there was a bit of a headwind and all that, but that thing is so stable and so cool. I've got some reels, some short form content on that Twin Otter as well. Did really good. That thing is super fun. But yeah, I mean, you got to think about it. Yeah, you got a lot of drag, but you have twice the wing as something else. That means you can fly it that much slower. So the Ultra Micro Pitts, it's capable of aerobatics and stuff. You can rip it around on, I think, 3S. But on 2S, keep it light and just scale. Man, you can really slow it down. That lighter pack makes a big difference. Big difference. Let's see. Good. Yes, sir. Pleasure to see y'all as well at the beach this week. Not much flying for me over the last 2 weeks. So good to jump in RC with y'all. I did get one flight in with my Viper 70 and K8 64 millimeter 6S. What's that? K8. What is that? Randy's got a XK, XJ, X520. Oh, yeah. But he's got 20 glue sticks in it. That's that one that'll fly like a plane, but also fly straight up and hover and stuff like that. Yeah, isn't it? That thing was cool. If that's the same thing I'm thinking of, that thing is pretty fun. I never made a video, but so many life choices, said Wild Bill. Yeah. Too slow for Philip. He doesn't like those 1S systems. I get it. A lot of people don't. Especially on 2 engines. I mean, I get why they say it, but it didn't bother. I liked it. It did fly good for me. I had fun with it, and it's cool. It's a trike with flaps and lights and stuff. Totally cool. Oh my word! I miss so much. Yep, VTOL. Oh, okay. Banana Hobby Jet. Let's see. Mountain RC. I do remember my first plane. It was a Nitro Planes Guan Li P-47. Ready to fly. Total garbage. 90% pre-assembled. Perfect for beginner is what it said in the description. I had 3 of them. 27 megahertz. 1 servo for the ailerons that was pushed with an arc that was too intense for the rods to ever really return to neutral. The rods were like guitar string. It was total garbage trash. Brushed gearbox, nickel metal battery. I knew nothing and beat the dog fiddlings out of that thing. And the only reason I got any stick time at all was because when I was going out and crashing that, Dad was going out also at the same time with stuff that would actually fly for us, like a pusher prop, like an Aero Scout, except it was called the Wing Dragon from Art Tech. Pusher prop, basically like a plastic fiberglass kind of stick round fuselage, and then like a plastic boom. And it was direct drive, but still brushed. There wasn't a gearbox on that thing. Little prop, pusher prop, slow, ugly, not scale at all, but we would actually get flight time on it, And then slow sticks happen for us and other things like that. So I'd always crash my stuff and then actually get stick time on Dad's. So yeah, that was my first plane a few different times. The 2S on the Ultra Micro Pits is very slow, but sometimes that's cool if you're wanting to keep it close in, I think. Fly Fans makes the K8. Nice. Dave says, have a 90, 80, 70, and 64 millimeter and 50 millimeter F-16. Nice. All right, I'm going to skip all the way through. Fireworks still happening, Alex? Know Your Joe. Do I have a link for Horizon? Yes, I do. Let me look at this description real quick. If you go to the description of this video, I guarantee you there's one. But let me double check. Yeah, go to the description of this video and there's a bunch of links, man. So if you go to the first one is to FMS. The second one is the Losi dirt bike that takes you to the Horizon page. The P-47 jug takes you to the Horizon page. If you go to pilotbrandmedia.com, it takes you to my website, which is a landing page for all the brands that I work with, and you can click through the horizon there, or you can just go to the link below pilotbrandmedia.com and click right into the horizon homepage as well. And then links to my Instagram and TikTok and the Facebook group, RC Pilots Lounge, is also in the description of every live stream video. Appreciate your support, y'all. Thank you so much for considering using those links if you can't make it to the store. I like the styling of the old Waco, but not the flight characteristics, says Dado. Can you connect a DX6 to an NX8 wirelessly for buddy boxing? Does anybody know the answer to that one? Plug and pray. But yeah, know your Joe. Yes, I do. And thanks for asking, sir. Where is there a place to live with no fireworks? Wherever you can find no freedom, that's where. Yeah, my dog hated it too, bro. Yeah, Axel, yeah, it's rough, man. Because I don't care, but boy, my dog, it drove her nuts too. It really did. Man, we're pushing 2 hours. It will not go more than 15 more minutes, y'all. We're going to wrap it up. Man, we had a good question in here earlier. Man, that was good. John Graham's got an answer for us on the radio situation. Wire, yes, but the DX6 has no Wi-Fi. So buddy box with a wire DX6 to an NX series radio, yes, no problem. But it has to be done through the wire because the DX6 has no Wi-Fi. Makes sense. Thank you for that. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, great question. Good answer. Daisy needs a Benadryl, huh? She allergic to fireworks? She allergic to freedom, dude? Pop. I really do not need more caffeine at all. I have not eaten but like three bites of brisket like all day. I am needing something. I only buy a second model if I can afford it. Craig Beaven hopping in on that question. Very cool. Rick James says, put your dog on a leash and let them see it as you comfort them. Yeah, I went outside with my dog so she'd go to the bathroom, and I hung out with her because she wasn't going to go by herself. Ken Bird out saying good. Have a great week to Mike Bird. Nice. No fireworks in Cuba, but it sucks there, says Michael Bear. I've been to Cuba. Guantanamo Bay before it was what it is. That also used to be golf courses. In the Navy. Nice. I want to do a video on an Aero Scout. I believe it or not, I never have. I have a special kid who is ecstatic to watch the Aero Scout fly, and I want to let him try it. Oh my gosh. That reminds me of a story. Oh, I can't remember the kid's name. Yeah, it was beautiful. My dad and I were flying together in Muncie back in the day. And Golden, thank you so much. And Dad's one of Dad's friends had a kid. He was autistic, and he was totally into these planes, man. It was totally cool, and he was just all into it. And this is back in the day. We're flying in soccer. Dad, you know where I'm going with this story. It was hilarious too. And the cutest thing, little kid, 7 or 8, probably. Anthony, that's right. Me and Dad are flying. We show him what it's like, to fly these planes and stuff. And then we're flying in this field. It's a bunch of different soccer fields like together, kind of. And so when we're done flying, that no runway, so we belly land the planes, right? This kid was running around after we belly landed these planes. He was running around, stuck his his arms out, and belly landed himself in the grass and slid. It was just there isn't a thing more pure than that. I mean, it was the neatest thing. Um, I don't know if he did it twice. Because usually, if you're going to dive, you kind of protect yourself a little. But that cat, it was like a running belly flop, in the grass. The dude slid. He belly landed just like we did with himself. That was crazy. Remember that, Dad? Mm. And the Aero Scout is the perfect kind of plane to do that with. Take the gear off and belly land that thing in the grass, Michael Bear says you can wireless a DX6 to anything 2.4. What about a DX6i, though? I don't know, guys. I don't know. We put the question out there. Better safe than sorry. If you guys find out, let me know. And Golden, thank you so much. Great show as always. Let the kid fly it. Yeah. Ann says, before y'all leave, hit that like button. Don't forget, if you're on the replay, check the links in the description. I'll get you everywhere. Yeah. Let's see. That reminded me of that snow. That was crazy. That was fun to relive that, actually, because I had forgotten. Boss says to Michael Baird that he does it all the time. I assume that's wireless DX6 to anything 2.4. What? You can buddy box with no wire, huh? Man, I've taught a lot of folks to fly, but I have never buddy boxed. I always just steal the radio from their hands if they're messing up. Anyone use the Horizon protection plan they are offering? Is it worth the extra money? I think it's I don't know a whole lot of the specifics. Conceptually, I understand it. I think it's really probably a great idea if you're newer to the hobby. Does anybody have any opinions on that? And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe what I'm talking about is something totally different. My word. The boy wanted to play catch today before he left. And we start having a good time, and then he started talking outside of his face. And so the more he talks smack, the harder I throw. I beam. That kid can catch, dude. Dad, you'd be blown away. That boy can catch a football about wherever you put it. It's nuts. He loves it. I throw it hard, Dad. I mean, I couldn't wait till I could throw a ball. But yeah, I like baseball more. But he found football this year, and man, I've never really let loose all the way on a football or a baseball. But I'll let it rip all I got on a football, and he'll catch them. He also smart enough to move sometimes, but he'll catch them, dude. It's a ball. Anyway, my shoulder hurts. That's what brought that up. Let's see. Big Jim, thank you. Get your discounted Rafale before you leave. Save $19.99 with Ryan's discount code Pilot Ryan Media at checkout, or just click the link that I will put in the. I'll just put it in here again. Let's see. Copy. Guys, it's so cool. I figured out how to do the stream better. You know what I mean? Man, so cool. That's the 10% one right there. Yeah. $199 plane for $180. It looks like the Rafale. We'll get it up in a video here as soon as we can. And I'm going to be doing the E-Flight F-14 too. Right now, free battery. And you've got the Beach that's got a reduced price by like $50. The Beach 18. Guys, if you like Golden Age, if you like World War II, if you like prop jobs, don't let that one pass you up. It's pretty cool. It's classic. And with a silver paint scheme, you could do anything and weather it and it looked cool. Snow, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. I need to get familiar with that. The Buddy Box deal. I really do. There that is. Thank you, FMS, for doing that. Thank you, Jim. Yeah, we're approaching 2 hours. We're gonna wrap it, y'all. LHDRC likes the 800 millimeter P51 and Corsair on 3S. They have reflex in them now, right? They got to be tons better with a gyro, dude. I remember flying those before they had anything in them, and they're cool if you had them sorted. I really do better with bigger planes, personally. There's like this fine line between the micro and, lightly loaded micro, and then like a 1.2, kind of 1.1 Warbird that's still big enough to be lightly loaded because it's still running 3S or 4S. But then when you get that small one, it's easy to make them heavy on the wing loading. They got to fly faster, and it's a misnomer because you see it and you're like, this is small. But man, sometimes they're harder to deal with. For me, I like bigger. I definitely like bigger. But yeah, anything that you get up in the air and puts a smile on your face, you're winning the game. So yeah, P51 and Corsair, they are good looking birds. And if you were going to go small and you didn't want to go 1.1 or 1.2, those are great choices. Brian Chambers, see you later. Have a great evening. Good night, all. Don't forget to use them Bother Ryan links. Thanks, man. Thanks, Mount RC. Dad, love you. See you later. LHDRC. Good to see you in here. Oh, cool. AR630 in the Corsair. Just got the 1.2 E-Flight P51 and love it. Do you fly off? Oh, nice. First plane with retracts and flaps. Do you fly off? Oh, Anthony, cool. He likes the big, beautiful doll. That's a good looking bird with that checkerboard on it. Locks in the Mustangs. Do you fly off a hard surface or grass with your first plane, the 1.2 E-Flight P51 with retracts and flaps? Do you fly off a hard surface or grass? I'm curious. I'm going to tell you a trick that I do on mine. Nice, Dadu. Hard surface. So do you shoot, if you're new to flying, you're just happy to bring the thing home in one piece. I know. Are you shooting touch and goes and stuff? Haven't tried. If you can avoid the grass, I would avoid the grass. The reason I'm asking is because I know when I fly my E-Flight 1.2 and even the 1.5, but more the 1.2. When you put the flaps in, the plane flies great. It settles in great for landing, but the attitude of the plane is a little bit nose down if you are rolling down the runway, especially with any flaps, half or full. The nose is down. I break more props on a Mustang than I do anything else, is what I'm getting at, right? And I'm a guy, I've flown a lot of stuff. I fly a lot of stuff. So my trick for the 1.2 Mustang, if you feel like you don't want to break props and you notice what I'm saying, back there behind the tail wheel, aft under the vertical, almost as far back as you can get it, you can see the mold marks where they put the fuse together on the bottom underneath the rudder. I cut it with an X-Acto knife. It's the best 25 cents I've ever spent. And the friction of the foam, when you just slit it to stick it up in there, will hold that quarter at the back end of the fuselage for that Mustang. It's not going to screw up your CG a bunch where your flying is different, but on the ground, it's going to settle that tail a little bit. And if you don't think one's enough, do another one. 50 cents if you have to. But I've done that on like every 1.2 I have, because every time I do it and I don't put the quarter in, I'm breaking props. And so I slice the tail, throw a quarter in there, I'm good to go. I quit breaking props. Something to think about. Something to think about. Super easy mod too. Yeah, man. I mean, especially if you're doing touch and goes with the flaps in, you're going to see that angle of attack, man. The tail is up. You know what I mean? So you can afford to put that little tiny bit of weight back there at the end of the tail. And it doesn't have to be a lot of weight, because it's like fulcrum principle, right? I mean, you put the weight as far back aft as you can from the fulcrum, so to say, where it rotates, right? And it takes less weight to get the effect you want. The closer you put the weight placement to the CG, the more you're going to need to have desired effect. You might as well try to get away with the least amount of weight, because we do like to keep the planes light. And yeah, it's a cool trick. I need to probably do a video on that, don't I? I'm making a note. I'm making a note right now. Business. Guys, I do business on paper and pencil and calculators still, y'all. Let's see. I'm doing it. And that would work for any plane that, that's a problem for you. But the Mustang's the one I really notice needs it. 25-cent trick for the Mustang. Notes. There it is. Michael Bear, you are too cheap to use quarters. 2 nickels weight almost the same. You could just use knockouts from like a metal electric box if you needed to. Let's see. I don't want to miss some of these things. So let's see. Boss says I got lead in his P-51 back. Full flaps on landing. This thing slows down so nice. Do a video. It does. Really, I only get in trouble when I am not Johnny on the spot with the elevator if I don't have the weight in the tail. I can be a little more relaxed if I have that little bit of weight in the tail. Let's see. Axel, I saw what you said. I don't want to let it go. Dude, FMS Ranger 1800, which, by the way, the things you say that you like about the FMS Ranger 1800, you would also like about any Cessna 182 model that's really out there on the market right now, bro. The Cessna 150T Carbon Z, the FMS Ranger 1800, the HSD 182, any 182, bro, that you can get a hold of, you're going to feel the same vibe. But for the money, 4S Power FMS Ranger 1800 stock with that suspension nose strut, 4S Power, and you can do floats if you want. 1800's a sweet size. I really enjoyed the Huskies and the FMS Ranger 1800 millimeter myself. I wish the paint was a little more scalish on the Ranger 1800, but for flying, it's really, really good. Let's see. Thank you, Madhouse. Yeah, it is a cool idea, isn't it? Do you need to get the 2S adapter with ultra micro pits? The ultra micro pits is, if I remember correctly, it's a JST, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. So, Axel, on your Ranger, how much down elevator mix do you have in with your flaps? I know on high wing planes like that, I generally default to 22% down elevator at full flaps and 11 at half, and it seems to work for me really well. Snow River, you're gonna try that on your Corsair? Yeah, that's probably another plane I would like to try that in as well. That would be a great video, says Dad. Yeah, I made notes. Cool. I'm gonna try that. Best 50 cents I ever spent was on a Trojan. Where'd you put it on the Trojan, J Huff? Rick James got extra props. Nice. How many Bitcoins is that? Boss says definitely P51 thing. Yeah. Axel says he likes the HST 182 as well. Got it. JST, Philip says. Yeah. So we're right on that. See you later, LHD. Thanks for coming by. Check out the rest of the channel if you haven't. The stream is a thing we've been doing for 4 years, but I've been making videos of stuff since 2012. So check out the rest of the YouTube channel and the short form content. Links to all my socials are in the description of every video, including this one. I have no mix, but need to figure out the mix on my Futaba. It's doable. I used to mix on Futaba. The FMS 182, Anthony, is dude. It'll fly forever on 3S too, man. It's really good. And the light kits on those FMS 182s, I used to use in everything that I did mods to, because there's no special board. They just servo connect into whatever. It balloons like crazy. Yeah, Axel, you definitely need the down, dude. You definitely need some down in there. Anthony, the FMS 182 is amazing. The FMS has an automatic flap to elevator mix? Huh. All right, 2 hours, 7 minutes. I am going to split for real. I'll see some of you guys probably in a Zoom here in a minute. Great show, fun time. Thanks for everybody for coming by. As is always the case, we are fitting to be splitting. Gonna roll in 5. Hanger rats forever. 3 you later. You're too good to be forgotten. We will see you next time. Bye now. Boom. Thank you, Meat Servo. See you later, y'all. Boom, boom.